a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Taken at the goal line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down, here's Corral. And he's got his man on the out route.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
On first down, it's Corral. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, Vick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the... So we will start here at the 25. Throwing Jones. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's great Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Corral. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. 4th down. Here's Corral. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Well, looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Corral will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral on 2nd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Vick. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Panthers 14, Vikings nothing. Jonathan Garibay will kick off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive.
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jones now on 3rd down. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This will be taken at the 10. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral over the middle. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Jones. This one caught by Kittle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones throwing on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on second down. Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the half for Corral. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw. Jones. Finds his running back. It's Leonard Fournette with it. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Corral. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the play fake, Corral. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down, the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd and long, Corral. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so tough.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Drake Jackson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
In motion goes the tight end. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Ball carried by the wide receiver. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A nice little juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jones throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get him all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's going to let it fly. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle they go. Vick fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. They're not doing this type of situation again.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on